Start time, getting to know the person behind the name.
Hi everyone, today we're at On-Cue Communication and we're going to be speaking to Jane Game's vibrant and young Sydney Mahlaku. So tell us a bit about where you're from and
Well,
where you grew
I
up.
was born and bred and buttered in the burbs. So I was born basically in Soweto in Mapetla, and that's why I went to school up until I was in standard 3. And then I went to Griesdorp Hoër in Krugersdorp boarding school, and that's why I matriculated. So yeah.
So how did Sydney get into the whole industry?
Well, you know, you kind of like, everybody wants to be famous and have money, you know. So you've always like feel as if you want to do something with your life, or you know, be part of something, be recognized for something. So that's how I got into the industry, and I loved it because of the hours. That's mainly. Like sometimes I work 3 hours a day, which is
Cool.
cool, yeah. So it leaves me time to like do other things as well.
And Sydney, you the person, what's in line for you? What do you see? Where do you see yourself going?
Me, well, I've taken up photography, which is cool because I've always liked taking pictures of basically about everything. So that's kind of like rolling on, and it's nice, and you're getting hired for a couple of jobs here and there. But other business stuff I'm not willing to divulge into just yet. Because no, the thing about it is that when you're working on something, you have a certain energy or certain whatever you want to call it, a certain feel to it. And the minute you tell somebody else, it's almost like you're dispersing that energy. And by the time you like want to get back into, you don't have enough energy as that, because this person will say, you know, I don't know about that idea, or I don't know about no. So I'd rather keep it to myself and only work with people that are sort of going forward with me and helping me in that sense. So it kind of like helps it to roll on better.
One thing I know is that the industry is not all fun and glamour and games
It's
and
not?
dressing up. A lot of work goes into it. How do you deal with balancing and pressure? And
Look, I think, you know, you've heard a lot of people in the industry say this, like, be yourself. Then I don't feel that pressure. I don't feel that I have to excuse myself for what I do. If I've offended somebody, sorry. I didn't mean to hurt anyone, but I said something that just came out. It's almost like I have thoughts that don't pay rent and they need to get out. So sometimes you do offend somebody, and especially when you're on radio, because you have to be very like, you can try to sound funny, but some things are not funny for other people, and that's how they get offended in that sense. So in that same breath, it's like very important for you to also like be able to laugh at yourself with every little single thing that you do. Whenever you think you're cool, you know, like I always say, I said to my friend yesterday, like, some people, you look at them and they're always like walking as if somebody's like video cameraing them, or somebody's like taking a picture of them, you know, like the way I drink my drink, you know. I'm waiting for that moment for them to take the shot, take the shot.
every moment is like a camera shoot.
No, you know, if I'm talking to you, I'm like, you know. So you get those kind of people, and for me, it's not being about fake, but they're not themselves when they're doing that, and that's where now you start being pressured to always like maintain the funniness, maintain the whatever, maintain the dressing up nicely.
Out of all the work you've done, what would you say has been your best or your favorite?
My favorite, watching movies. Look, at the end of the day, I think everybody doesn't want to work. Yes, you want that recognition, you want whatever, but you just want to chill, you know, and have fun, and you know, be able to travel and be able to go see that. And most of my favorite pastime is watching movies, you know. And it's like I would never like pass it on for anybody. If I'm saying watching a movie, I'm watching a movie. Whatever happens, I'm watching a movie, you know. And time is very important, because you sort of like waste other people's time while they could be carrying on doing something else, you know what I mean? And at the same time, it's like arriving on time for appointments and all the kind of stuff. It's almost like you're not procrastinating to like do something. You're there, you're on time, you do it, and it's done, and you're finished, and you move on, you know what I mean? So time is very important, like very, very important.
What would you say to encourage or inspire young people?
I think it's really important for anybody actually to like be themselves and be able to stand up for themselves, their ground, for what they believe in. It might be, I like drinking this juice. Stand for it. That's what you like doing, and do it. If you want to change it, stand for what you want to change. And it's always that case of people want to stay stagnant in one thing that they're doing. And it's like, I always give this example with my father. It's like, He's worked as a journalist all through his life. Yes, he's gotten promoted here, promoted there, whatever. But as one person, you are able to do however many careers you want.
Yeah,
So don't say like, you know, because I'm a TV presenter, that's all I'm going to do. Or I'm a whatever, that's all I'm going to do. I'm a teacher, that's what I'm going to do. You can also be a brilliant photographer. You can also be a brilliant camera person. You can also be whatever, sound guy. You can also just start making music. You can, you know, play the piano. You can do so many things.
Well, there you have it, guys. Sydney speaking to us. Okay, and playing around very early in the morning. But yeah, thank you so much and see you guys later.